Good morning, children. Hope you all are well. So, children, in this video, I am going to explain you about the respiration process in plants. Okay. So, in my last video, I have explained you respiration in animals. That different animals have different respiratory organs for respiration, for breathing. Okay. So, like this, plants also, being a living organism, they also have a respiratory organ or respiratory part. But plants, they are just widely distributed under the ground. Roots are widely distributed, and even the branches, they are widely distributed. So they do not have the proper network of these respiratory parts. So in case of plants, they have different respiratory organ or parts in their different body parts. Okay, like leaves, like roots, like stems, they have different respiratory organs because they are widely distributed. Okay, so each plant uses glucose. Their food is glucose. They make a food with the help of photosynthesis. They make food by using sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll pigment. They produce oxygen and as a waste product, and they make glucose, and they releases carbon dioxide, water and energy. So reactions of this is a reaction of photosynthesis. But during daytime, what happen? Carbon dioxide released by respiration is used by photosynthesis. So the carbon dioxide during respiration, the carbon dioxide released by oxygen is used by the photosynthesis process. Okay, because carbon dioxide is one of the important factor for photosynthesis. Now, so you can see that respiration organs in plants. So as I said, there are different organs are present in the plants, because they do not have the well developed respiratory organ like we have the lungs. Okay, so what they do, each part of the plant can independently do this respiration. They have the respiratory, and how they respire, how they exchange the gases, by the process of diffusion only. Okay, so we know that gases, one property is that they can diffuse easily in all the directions. Okay, they can diffuse easily in all the directions. So with the help of diffusion process, they can move from higher level to the lower level. So different parts of the plant have different methods for producing oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. Okay, now first I am going to tell you about the leaves. So plants have the tiny pores, as you can see. I will show you the picture also. The pores are called stomata. Okay, singular we can say stoma. So in some books you will get this stoma also. So this stomata opens in the air cavity. Okay, they are the tiny pores, like our skins have tiny pores, so that sweat can easily evaporate from our body. The same way, so these are the in the plant leaf part, or stomata are present in the higher amount in the lower portion of the leaf than in the upper portion. Okay, so each stomata open into an air cavity. The fresh air fills the air cavity from the atmosphere. Okay, and it provides this oxygen to the other neighboring cell also, surrounding cells also. So diffusion, with the help of this stomata, tiny pores, oxygen diffuses into the cell of the plant body, and carbon dioxide diffuses out. Okay, so for respiration, plants take in oxygen gas like us and release carbon dioxide gas. Okay, now the next part is stems. So in the stem, some plants are having very thin stem, and some are having woody stem. So young stem also have stomata. Plants whose stems are green in color, they have the stomata. Okay, thin one. But woody plants, big woody plants, large plants, they have the lenticels. So lenticels, lenticel, they are the other respiratory organ that is present in the woody plants, old woody plants. Okay, so below the bark it is present, that woody part, brown part, and this lenticle helps in the gas exchange. Gas exchange means diffuses oxygen and carbon dioxide only. Okay, so remember that in the leaf stomata is present for respiration, in the stem lenticle is present, and in the root, third one is in the root. In the root, hair like root hairs are present. Through the root hairs only plants take in water also. So the root hairs, they have the very large air spaces, and these air spaces, you know, soil particles also trap oxygen. So through the root, these root hairs only absorbs the oxygen from the soil particles and provide to the root part of the plant and other part of the plant. Okay children, one more thing I want to discuss, that it is written that plants do not take oxygen for respiration during daytime. Okay, because you know daytime they do not take. Why they do not take? Because photosynthesis, they are getting the oxygen, but at a night plants take oxygen from the atmosphere and give out carbon dioxide. So you should remember this. Okay, at the night time they take oxygen from the atmosphere and give out carbon dioxide. At the daytime, as sunlight is there, so plant can easily perform the photosynthesis process, and oxygen is the one of the product of the photosynthesis. Okay, so I will, in my next video I will explain you how these two processes are interrelated. So here you can see one give reason type of question is given. Why are we asked not to sleep under a tree at night? So your grandparents, your parents are saying that don't go near the bushes at during evening time, even late evening and night time. Why? Because you know plants also use oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, we know, but the amount of carbon dioxide under a tree goes up at night. Okay, because you know because of this amount only, because you know carbon dioxide is unwanted gas, and if we will inhale the more amount of carbon dioxide, we can become suffocated. So that's why at night amount of carbon dioxide under the tree is very high, and obviously when if you will go the nearby, then what will happen? You can inhale that gas. Okay, now diagram. So this you should remember. Now diagram 5.1 is given, transverse section of the leaf. Okay, so you can see here red arrow mark is saying, and here stomata they are given, they are showing here stomata here. Okay, this part, lower part, stoma and stomata is same. Okay, and stomata is guarded by guard cell. Okay, this guard cell, there are two guard cells which is guarded the stomata. So when this stomata, when water enters into it, due to that it swell up and it exchange the gases. In the cell, in the leaf, there are some air cavity is present, you can see wide gaps are there. So in that also these gases can fix, they can diffuse, they got the space, so they can move. So here you can see carbon dioxide is coming out here and oxygen is going up. So for showing oxygen, they are showing the red arrow, and for carbon dioxide black arrow. Okay, so this is the, now the same thing they are showing the root hair. So root hair diagram, enlarged picture. So root hair also, this is the root hair, you can see this is the root hair, this brown zigzag one, snake like. Okay, so this root hair absorbs the water, as I said. Okay, so this root hair absorbs the water, along with the water it will absorb this oxygen gas also, which is trapped inside the soil. So you can see this brown soil particle. So in this soil particle oxygen gas is trapped, because soil you know fixes the root. So this is also, so few air can also goes inside through this root hair. Okay, in case of root, respiration in root. So remember the three: stomata, which is present in the leaf; lenticel, which is present in the woody stems of the plant, old plants; and roots, this root hair. Okay, so through the root hair plants respire, root part of the plant respire. Lenticel for the woody one, and young stem they have the stomata, so they can easily respire. And what is a stomata? The stomata is the leaves that have tiny pores called stomata. So please go through the chapter, read it, you and draw these diagrams. Try to draw the diagram. Okay children, so thank you and have a nice day. God bless you, beta.